Welcome back to the Backstop Built channel, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. Another player in the program is with me here today. This is going to be a player that I had such a fun time working with that has made a massive transformation in just where he's at in his career, all in 6 to 12 months of us working together and where he was beforehand. This is a player you can relate with if you made your freshman team as a freshman in high school, if you had no rankings prior and in one year you want to change all that for your sophomore year and just come in front of your coach as a completely different version of yourself. I'm super stoked to show you guys exactly how we did it through the program because, again, we use a specific formula here at Backstop Built, but each player has very different results they see and how we actually make those tweaks for them and where they actually are. So this story today is going to be a player who is from Utah. Super, super awesome. I'm super excited to showcase where he's at now, just in such a quick amount of time. Loved working with this guy. His work ethic was awesome, just like most of the guys I work with, but we're highlighting him today. Without further ado, let's hear from Max.
What's up, guys? I'm Max McKee. I live in Salt Lake City, Utah, and I'm a sophomore in high school. And I've been working with Coach Brock for 6 months, and it was great.
Absolutely, dude. Yeah, and the feeling's mutual. I had a great time working with you as well. Again, I loved your work ethic, dude. It was super awesome to see. Even days where you didn't have someone to toss to you, like you're going into your garage and throwing the ball against the wall, recording yourself, doing the right mechanics. That's what it's all about. I'm gonna have a hard time not spilling the beans on where you are now because, dude, like just the results you've gotten for where you are in your career is amazing. And I'm not taking credit for that. Like that's you, dude. You put in the work. So let's just kind of go through the journey with everyone. Let's tell everyone exactly how we did it. And I'm gonna start with the first question, dude. Where were you in your career before we were working together?
Before we were working together, I was not getting reps on my freshman sophomore team at my high school, and I was pretty frustrated. I didn't feel like I was going anywhere, and it felt like the dreams that I and goals that I had set for myself were kind of crashing down on themselves.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I know exactly how that feels, where you're like, okay, just got into high school. Things aren't going my way. Is baseball even for me? Like that's totally how it goes. So that's awesome, man. What would you say you're specifically struggling with? Like, where do you think your blocking, throwing, and receiving were?
I think mainly the struggle was blocking, and then my pop time it wasn't good. It was probably around like a 2.2, 2.3 before I got into the program. Receiving, I kind of always been pretty good at receiving, but I think even in the program it got way better, and I've seen leaps and bounds from it.
Yeah, dude. I mean, kind of walk us through, like, if you're being honest with yourself, like, why do you feel like you weren't getting any playing time on your freshman team in high school?
Um, I mean, obviously, in my opinion, it was like a little bit of coach's favoritism, but I also see that the other catchers they did everything better and they controlled the game better. And I recognized that I needed to get better, and that's where I reached out for help.
Absolutely, dude. So was that like kind of at the point where you're like, okay, I need a catching coach who can like really help me?
Yeah, and I had followed you on Instagram for like probably like 6 months up until then. I had seen all your videos, and I had seen um just the content you were putting out, and I'd seen that like you had guys in your program that were exceeding, and I'm like, okay, maybe I should reach out.
Yeah, dude, that's awesome. And that's exactly how most of the guys come to me is like they've been following me. They see what I do. I demonstrate how I can help guys and they just message me. We get on a call. I give you a demo and then we decide if you're the right fit. And that's exactly how Max got in. So it's not hard. It just takes you to kind of take that leap of faith, which he did. Dude, that's great. Yeah. Where was your confidence before we were working together, man? Like I know you said you were freshman on freshman team. I bet that probably isn't where you wanted to be when you made that team, and then you weren't getting much playing time as the season went on. Like, what were some of those thoughts you were having?
Uh, I just really it was really hard to stay confident, and I saw like my game like progressively decrease as the confidence went down as the season went on. Um, and I just think like I was debating like is baseball even for me? Like, do I need to quit? And I was just kind of not in a good spot, and I with like confidence wise.
Yeah, dude. And that's the sad part is like when things aren't going your way, even just one season, the rest of the playing you've done your whole life can feel like it's all for nothing. You're like, man, especially like in high school ball, that's where it feels like it matters. And then you're like, what am I doing wrong? How's this happening? So yeah, man. I mean, just real quick, go into blocking, throwing, receiving, just a little more in depth in each category, and like just what you were struggling with in each one of those.
I think the thing I struggled with most, like with blocking wise, was just being consistent and keeping the ball in front. I'd have a lot of balls like kick off the side of my chest or like hit my glove and kind of score it away. And I feel like with the program, I learned to get around the ball more, like kind of square it up and keep it in front and be soft to where it's like not going far, so I can control the game better.
Absolutely, absolutely. What would you say now for throwing and receiving?
I think throwing, my mechanics and my footwork got a lot better and my feet got faster. And I've always had someone tell me that like fast feet is the key to like a good pop time. And I think just the drills that I did in the program for specifically throwing helped me a lot. And the receiving, the weighted and the banded drills, like just working on staying under and pushing through the ball, I think that helped me a lot. And it's my framing has gone a lot better.
Heck yeah, dude. I love that. I love to hear that. That's amazing, man. And that's all the work you put in. I'm so proud that you took this serious and you worked hard because I'm excited to talk about where you are in each one of those categories afterwards. Now let's go, right? So you came to me, you realized you needed the help. You were not in a good place mentally, and you're like, man, I need to take my development to the next level. And then you got in the program. What were some of the adjustments we made in each of those categories and with your confidence that you felt like helped the most?
I think just the adjustments to like form in a lot of things, like especially blocking and throwing. I think that helped me a lot. Helped drop my pop time. It helped make me a better blocker and better like run game controller. And I think like just working in the program and seeing my progress helped my confidence a lot, and it kind of brought the love of catching back to me.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, how exactly would you say the program's formula helped you in all the categories?
I think it helped a lot because I've been a part of other things where like you were doing a different like set of things every day. Where I liked it more in the program because you were doing blocking, throwing, and receiving in different sections, and you were blocking every day for like a few weeks at a time, and it really helped kind of stack the days and make you a lot better and get your form a lot better because you were doing it every day, and the you built I built up a lot of muscle memory just with all the different sections.
Absolutely. Percent, dude. Yeah. Was there any sort of drills or progressions that you feel helped you the most in any of those categories that you remember?
I think the 2 blocking drills was, the one that I like the most where you have your glove out front and then you suck in and kinda cover the ball, and also where you lead with the glove and then slide around to, like, the ball like the 3 ball drill. And then I liked, the med ball throwing one, just kinda getting your feet and your weight in your right spot, and also, like, the salsa drill.
Dude, yeah, 100%. Those are all like, yeah, fan favorites. That's amazing. I'm glad they work. And drills are awesome, progressions are awesome, but really what matters is how they help you overall, and that's what I'm so proud of him for. So, dude, let's go into like as you went through the program, working with me, the results you achieved in each category, blocking, throwing, receiving, and your confidence. And then we'll go into the results you've gotten in your career and where you are now. So start with
Yeah.
that first part.
I think blocking, I gained a lot more confidence and I was able to like anticipate the block better because before, um, I was trying to glove a lot of stuff and it kept getting away and coaches would get after me and they were like, you got to get in front of that, you got to block it. And I just think I've been able to anticipate blocking better and put my body in a better position to actually block the ball and keep it in front and keep runners from gaining 90 feet.
Dude, 100%. Yeah. What would you say for throwing and receiving as well?
Throwing, I watched like my pop time has gotten a lot faster. I went from like that 2.2, 2.3 range that I mentioned before to now I'm on record with a 1.9 to like a 2 flat pop time.
Dope.
Um and I just my arm has gotten a lot stronger like even with like the long toss program that there at the end. Like even like when I get on the mound for like my travel team, like my velo has spiked up, like my arm has just gotten a lot stronger.
Yeah, absolutely. And then for the last one, receiving, where do you see that right now?
I think it's great. Like this fall is where I've seen like the most progression of it. Um because I think receiving was my last section that I did for the program, but just being able to steal strikes just is it's so important for the game. There was my teammate, he threw a complete game shutout, and I was able to just set up on the outside corner and kind of just push balls back into the zone, and we were getting them all game, and it was really impactful because he was able to throw less pitches, and we were able to control the game more.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's awesome, dude. I'm so happy for you. And now that all those are improved, where's that confidence right now?
I think my confidence is super high. I'm really happy with where I'm at. Obviously, I know that there's still more work to be done because there's the work never stops in baseball and catching. But I'm really happy where I am. My confidence is probably at an all-time high. It's probably the highest it's ever been.
That makes me so happy to hear. Praise God for that, man. That's amazing. That's awesome. Um, yeah, dude, I'm just so proud of you. And let's kind of spill the beans now on where you are in your career now that you've fixed those blocking, throwing, receiving. Talk about the season you just had in summer and fall, and then some of the news you received in that ranking.
Yeah. So like I had a great summer, great fall throughout the program. And towards the end of my program, I was ranked a top 10 catcher in the state of Utah for my age and a top 35 player overall. And it's nice. It's awesome to know that like my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, he's brought me this far. And I got to know Coach Brock, and he taught me so much and made my game so much better.
Feeling is mutual. I'm very blessed that the Lord brought you to me as well. I love working with kids like you, man. It's such a blessing, dude. That is awesome. So that news is amazing. Um, we can't tell the future either, but I know you're telling me that pretty much there's a really good shot based off of the workouts so far you've done with the high school to be one of the varsity guys, right? Yeah. So, dude, what a transformation, man. That is literally insane. Not playing much on freshman year to getting this ranking, putting in the work, and now you have a really good shot at varsity to be
Hmm.
the starting guy, correct?
Yeah.
How does that feel, man? Like, holy moly, like that's an insane transformation all in one year.
Yeah, it's insane. And it just brings you so much more confidence that like especially when you know your coaches have confidence in you behind the plate and they can trust you. And I think it's just really humbling from where I came from to where I am now. And obviously I'm still gonna keep my head down and work hard to get even better and get where I want to be.
It's amazing, man. That's amazing. That's what we want to do here. That's what I want to help guys with. So you can go from just honestly not getting taken serious as a catcher in your program to now getting taken very serious
Hmm.
to getting that ranking. That's huge, dude. Like, how does that feel knowing you put in the work for 6 months with me and that's the result you got?
It feels great. I mean, I know there was days that I didn't want to go out in my garage. I didn't want to go through all the drills, but I still went out there anyways. And I'm really glad I did. It's taken me so far.
Dude, that's you. That's the work you put in. I'm so proud of you. I don't take credit for that. I was just able to guide you, but I'm super proud of you, man. And you're one of my players, so I gotta highlight it because I love it, man. That's great. Let's kind of talk a little bit about for anyone watching, just because your story is amazing so far of where you were before, the work you put in, and then after. And I'm sure people are like, okay, what's this program all about? Kind of give them a little bit of what it's like inside the program of just like how it's set up real quick.
No, the program's awesome. Brock will give you a drill, like a set of drills to do every day, and you just work through them, and you just mark them complete on the app that he gives you, and he also gives you access to this community, and it kind of helps mesh all these catchers in his program together. And there's lots of good resources, like there's the vault with lots of training videos. Um, there's the Christian athletes tab where we can share our faith and glorify God through our game. And I just think it's super awesome that we have that. We have access to that through his program, and also we have access to all the training tools and everything we can need.
Yeah, 100%, dude. You hit on it. I mean, four pillars, real quick, is the daily plan that gets sent to you like a workout plan of what you need to do, drills, progressions each day. Number two is the evaluation. This is where you can upload video for me to have eyes on you, send you back an evaluation whenever you want. Three is a community. He was just referring to full of those trainings, connection, a lot of Christian athlete type of things. And then four is just daily access to me, messaging, all that. One-on-one calls if you need at any point, which a lot of guys don't need to do because everything else is so sent to them throughout the week so much that they're good. But dude, what would you say out of all four of those pillars was your favorite?
I think my favorite was probably the feedback part where I could submit a video to you and you would give me like a breakdown of what I need to change or like what I'm doing well. I just think that was the best type of feedback because it was quick and easy and most of the time it was a quick fix that I just needed to like tweak something with like my glove goes first or like I'm flipping the glove or I just think the quick easy feedback that was remote and you could show exactly what was going on. I think that was probably the best part for me.
Yeah, that's amazing, dude. Thank you for saying that. That's great.
Course.
And I love the feedback part. It's so cool seeing players' videos and their progress over time. Max, a lot of his videos came from him being solo and like throwing the ball against a wall and really working on his form. That just goes to show, dude, that you can get better no matter what. Like there's ways to get better. And hopefully what you learn after the 6 months is like how you can get better just by doing things daily the right way. Fancy machine, you don't need everything. And that's just awesome, dude. Super, super great stuff, man. Um, Now I kind of want to shift. You knowing a lot about the program and kind of like what type of catcher would benefit from it. Who's this program for? What would you say the best type of catcher would get the best type of result?
I think the type of catcher that would get the best result is one that's willing to work. Like they're never satisfied with where they are. Because I think that I was really unsatisfied with where I was as a catcher, and I reached out for help, and I think that just putting my head down and stacking the days and working hard was probably benefited me the most. And I think a catcher that's like me and they'll put their head down and work hard, and they'll take the feedback that they get and they'll improve. I think this program is built specifically for them.
Absolutely, dude. 100%. Okay, now on the flip side, to be a little obvious, who's this program not for?
Someone not willing to put in the work. I think like obviously some days it was hard for me to get off the couch and go in my garage and do the work. Um, but I'm really glad that I did. And you know, I did miss some days, but I made sure that I always went back to through and went to that day and made up the work that I missed. And I just think the program if you're not one that will put your head down and work hard and stack the days, and if you're unmotivated, I don't think this program's for you.
Absolutely, I agree. And that's not the type of player I want to work with. I can't motivate you. But if you have some self-discipline and you have something you're striving for, I will give you all the resources that I can to help you benefit no matter what. So you're totally right. And the fact like you made the days up, that speaks the most about, what type of player you are, type of work ethic you have. So that's amazing, man. Um, would you recommend the program to somebody else? Maybe another catcher who needs help, or just someone who kind of asks you like, "Hey, you went through the program, dude. Like, what's your thoughts?"
Oh yeah, 100%. I'd recommend the program to anyone.
Thank you. I really appreciate that. What's not to put you on the spot, what's one part of the program you would like to see maybe tweaked or could be improved?
I don't have anything on the top of my head. I thought it was all pretty good. There was some days uh with like the long toss where I'd already thrown like I had baseball practice. Um I think the long toss segments could get a little repetitive, but it did help my arm a lot on the days that I hadn't already like done high intensity throwing.
Yes, dude. Awesome. I appreciate it. I love it. Yeah. Um, okay, let's go into your type of catching training you were doing before we met. So when you were struggling, blocking, throwing, receiving, there's typically three main categories besides what we do. We're the fourth one, but option one is like random drills from social media you do on your own here and there. Number two is group work at club or high school practice with a catching coach and a group of catchers. Number three is an in-person coach. You pay about $100 to $120 for 1 hour of their time, once a week. What type of training were you doing before we were working together, or were you not really doing any of those?
I mean, I was doing the Instagram drills here and there, and like team practices, there wasn't like a designated catcher's coach. We would kind of just go off on the side and do like our daily routine, which was just kind of like a receiving warm up that I mean you'll probably see in the program, but there wasn't any real structure to it.
Had you ever worked with an in-person catching coach at any time though beforehand?
I got some personal catching stuff with my hitting coach, but I wasn't doing that very often.
So did you feel like all your catching training before we got to work was just like not cutting it, not giving you those results you wanted?
Yeah, it wasn't cutting it at all. Like I would not be where I am today without this program.
Dude, yeah. I mean, I really appreciate that. That's awesome. And okay, so like let's walk through it. Like you are just doing kind of random stuff, not really anything structured, and then you come across me and I have a remote program. What was your beliefs about remote training before we got working together?
Um, well, I had seen like through your Instagram and some other catching coaches on Instagram that like their kids were getting results and they were posting like their kids committing to colleges or just videos of them succeeding in game. And I didn't have any opinions on remote training. I kind of thought that it was a cool idea, where you could have a coach that was telling you that was just you could access with the click of a few buttons on your phone, and you can send the videos and stuff. And I think it was really intriguing for me, and I think that's why I reached out.
Awesome, dude. You had a pretty good notion about it beforehand. Most players are like, I was skeptical, I didn't like it, I didn't know if it'd work. Like it seems like you had a pretty open mind.
Yeah, no, I tried to go in with an open mind.
Yeah. So now, after completing it, what's your thoughts on remote training for sure after going through the program?
I think it's great. I think the fact that you can call your coach, that you can send them videos and they can tweak you. Um, at like pretty much any time. I think it's great.
Yeah, absolutely, dude. You see the value in it, which is awesome, and you took advantage of the value. And obviously, you got the results in such a quick amount of time within 6 months, which is huge, dude, and those overall career results. So that's awesome, man. Um, okay, for someone who's watched this far, man, they've made it this far in the interview, and they think you got a cool story, but they're still like, I still don't know if I want to even get on a call. What would you say to someone on the fence right now who's still not fully sold out on working with me?
I think you should go through the introduction call. I think that was what sold me the most, was sitting down with my dad on a call with Brock, and just talking and Brock showing us everything that the program had to offer. And I think that once you see what the program has to offer, because I haven't talked about nearly half of what the program has to offer a player. I think once you see all that is available to you, you'll be sold.
Yeah, absolutely. And I know your parents obviously helped you out, like paying for it, and all that. But after seeing like, the financial investment and then what you got in return, what's your thoughts on that investment?
I think the return on investment is great because like I simply just wouldn't be where I am today without the program. And I know it was like it was an investment, but I think it paid off well.
Dude, yes, 100%. And yeah, I think what we try and do is honor those who are serious in working with them daily, and doing our prices comparable to what you would pay an in-person coach for only 1 hour of their time. We charge for an entire week. But when you see the value, I think it's an amazing, amazing value for both people. So dude, that's great, man. When you think about Backstop Built and where you are in your career now, what kind of comes to mind?
I just think Backstop Built was like the portal to a lot of growth in my catching and just who I am as a person. Just with all the Christian athlete stuff, it kept me accountable, and yeah.
Dude, that's awesome. Um, and what do you want to say about your faith as a Christian athlete right now? I mean, is there anything you want to speak about? I think it's so cool when younger guys share their faith, especially as a catcher because you're a leader. So you can also be like kind of that spiritual leader for your team too. Like, where would you say your faith is now, just in general, not for anything from me, but like just a chance to praise Jesus right now?
Yeah, no, I think being able to glorify God through my game and just having Jesus Christ with me all the time is super huge, and that the program reminding me of that was super huge for me.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. And I am literally, that's the biggest part of all this. The results you got were amazing. The timeline of where you are now in your career, the big season you're going to have, the opportunity you have is amazing, but none of it compares to you professing your faith in Christ right now. So that makes me just like so stoked as a coach, man. That's amazing. You can be someone who is a light to your team, to your teammates. And I just love how you have that faith, dude. That's amazing. And it's important for us to thank Christ right now because he brought you into the program for me. I learned a lot from you. Um, he also brought me to you. Hopefully, you were able to learn a lot from me, which obviously you've said that. And sometimes we pray for things that we want to see come true. And then when they come true, we forget to be thankful for that. So, dude, like, this is just a great time to like thank God for like where you are, the opportunity, where you are in your skills. And again, I'm not saying it's because of me. Again, not at all. You put in the work. I just guided you. But it's just the fact that our paths cross, and I'm so blessed to have a student like you in the program, dude. It's amazing. So thank you.
Yeah, yeah, of course.
Um, Dude, is there anything else you want to say? Final thoughts or messages? Anything we didn't cover you feel like about your story? Anything about you want to say publicly about working with me? Anything like that?
Uh, I think just buy in early. If you're gonna be in the program, buy in early. You gotta because if you're not gonna stack the days, it's not gonna be worth it to you. I think Brock is a great coach, and I think everyone should have the opportunity to get coached by him.
Dude, I appreciate that. I think you're a great kid, and I think any coach has an honor to have you as his starting catcher back behind the dish, dude. I can't wait to see where you go in the future. I can't wait to follow your season, get all the updates of where you are, how it goes. And there's going to be ups, there's going to be downs, but now you're on a new level and tier in your career and from where you were, dude. That's literally amazing. It's so cool. It almost gives you chills of like how quickly that happened just by putting in the work, man. And I'm super proud of you. Again, there's days where you send video where I could tell like you probably don't want to be out there. You don't want to be in your garage alone, but you're getting it done. And then you sent some game film from Arizona, and I was pretty impressed, dude. I was like, wow, that's awesome. Like, you look good. And then you tell me the ranking. I'm like, I'm not surprised, but that's just cool how quick it happened. So, yeah, I mean, is there anything else you want to say about the overall impact working with me has had on your career or anything meaningful about your experience?
I just think that the program was really impactful for me, and it really helped me be disciplined about my work, and even like not even catching, like even after I was doing my drills for Brock, I was going outside and I was hitting, and I just think it really built inner self discipline inside of me, which really helped.
Dude, that's awesome. Yes. And keyword, they're built. Like you are Backstop Built officially now going through the program. So congratulations. You finished the program. You are also, not done working because now it's like, hey, this is where you build off of that momentum. So keep going, dude. Always let Christ guide you for whatever he has stored for you. Do everything in line with his kingdom. Where he calls you to go to college, be a leader at, be that player. And baseball is important, right? It's fun, it's great to be a catcher to get better, but it's not who you are. You're not just a baseball player. Overall, you're a son of Christ, and that's the most important thing, dude. I'll keep you in the prayers for your journey. I'm very, very proud of you. I'm very blessed that you were brought into the program. Our paths crossed because, dude, again, working with a player like you is like just heaven sent. It's amazing. Great kid, great work ethic, great results. That's what we love. So thank you again for your time, Max, and I really appreciate it.
Yeah, of course. Thank you so much.
100%, dude. So for anyone watching, that is Max's story. He's one of the many guys we have on record talking about their unique story, their testimony, but there's always a common theme of the progress they make because there is no way around getting better. Okay. It's doing the right things daily, having that good evaluation. And Max took advantage of that. He did it. I was able to guide him. And now he's sitting here talking about his results and the things he has upcoming in his career. And it's amazing. But it all started, guys, just by him getting on that first discovery call, we call it, or a demo call, where I give you all the information. This is 100% free, where I talk with you and a parent about where you are, and we see if you're the right fit for the catcher that we specialize in helping, just like Max. Um, and you can go ahead and book that below. There will be a link below. Just go and click on it, find a time that works for you. We'll schedule it, get on a Zoom, meet, and go over your situation. So that's how Max was able to start the spark to get in the program. And that's how simple it is. So again, Max, I'm super, super excited. Also, for anyone watching this, please subscribe to the channel, like this video right now. Also, follow me on Instagram, Facebook. I'll put all those links below. And don't be afraid to reach out. Max, God bless you, bro. You are awesome. You're a great kid. And thank you again for your time.
Yeah, of course. Thank you. God bless.